Okay, let's get a first 100 through this thing. First 100 rounds through the SIG Sauer P229 carry SAS, a limited edition. Going to start out with some Spear Lawmen. Going to load each magazine to just 10 rounds. They will hold 12. I'm going to load them just to 10 because I'm anal retentive about even rows in my ammo box. So there we go. Loaded up. They're ready to roll. Okay, so I had an opportunity to get my hands on this SIG Sauer P229C, C for carry, SAS, and that's not for SAS, although it looks like it might have a little bit of SAS. The SAS stands for SIG Anti-Snag. That's a treatment that they apply to all the corners. They round off all the edges, sharp corners. A lot of folks refer to that as dehorned. Same thing. That's SIG's version of it. Couldn't resist the opportunity to acquire this pistol. I can resist almost anything except temptation. So I picked this gun up, chambered in 357 SIG, and that's a round I don't shoot too often. It's been a long time, actually, probably been more than a year or two since I've shot 357 SIG. So I'm almost as interested to shoot 357 SIG again after so long as anything else. But this is, I'll talk more about this pistol as I go, but interesting little limited edition from SIG Sauer. Been a long time since I've had range time between weather and sickness and nonsense. So I'm happy to be out here, happy to be shooting. Let's get to it. Okay, I'm going to start out a little easy on myself. I'm just at 7 yards from a target that's kind of whipping around in the wind, so hopefully that target will stay vertical. Let's put a couple magazines worth in it. Here we go. Starting out, double action. SIG Sauer P229 carry, SAS limited edition in 357 SIG. Shooting a Lawman, by the way. 125 grain, full metal jacket. Man, this thing shoots nice. Shoots like a SIG. Feels like a SIG, looks like a SIG, and it shoots like a SIG. Okay, I pasted those first holes and I've stuck an orange dot on the target and I've moved back to 10 yards. So I'm going to see what kind of accuracy I can get out of this pistol. This will be the second 20 rounds. And again, this is a 3.5 inch barrel instead of a 3.9. That's normal for the 229C. Sort of a Franken-SIG in that it's like they took the slide and barrel and everything from a P224, put it on the full-size frame of a P229. So what you have is a carry gun that's shortened here in length, but it's still the same in height, still the same in thickness and width. It's an interesting approach to a carry gun. It's not how I would design it. Typically, this dimension here is a lot more important to me, but it was based on feedback from, law enforcement and people that were using it in the field. They said they wanted a shorter gun for close quarter work and so forth, but they still wanted a full-size grip and they still wanted full magazine capability. So that's what they've given us here with this limited edition 229C dehorned SAS. SIG Sauer P229C, 10 yards. I'm going to go ahead and start out single action because I'm liable to throw that first double action shot. This has the short reset trigger and short reach trigger, and it is nice. Has the SIG light night sights, 3-dot. Good sight picture. And I can't tell exactly from here, but 10 yards away, my feeble old eyes kind of like what they see. The 357 SIG is an accurate round. This is, again, Speer Lawman, 125 grain. Beautiful. The gun shoots very smooth. Recoil is handled extremely well. A lot of people want to talk about the high bore axis when you talk about SIG Sauers, and yeah, it is way up there compared to the web of my hand. But people with SIG aren't completely idiots. They know that, and they designed the gun around that. So your recoil spring, the barrel lugs, the way the barrel unlocks and tilts, the way that slide reciprocates are all designed for the height that it rides at and handles the recoil extremely well. 357 SIG is probably one of the snappiest handgun rounds, and in a 3.5-inch barrel, barely feeling it at all. Okay, moving on to Remington UMC, also 125 grain, full metal jacket. I'm going to also start out double action on this one, just 10 rounds. Then we'll speed things up and loosen things up a little bit, but I like to see how accurate they are. Double action first pull, so who knows what I'm going to do with it. I could send it wild. The hell happened there? Sorry, I'm gonna have to press check this. Did we not eject? I don't know. Let's find out. That was strange. The hammer followed the slide, I think. I'm gonna have to look back, see if I can slow that video down, see what happened there. But on that one shot, it was like the hammer followed the slide back, put itself back in, well, it didn't put itself in double action. I just sort of had a dead trigger until I let it all the way back out to full double action position. So that was weird. I've not experienced that. Okay, let's polish off these last 10 Speer Lawman. Same orange dot. This time, just for the heck of it, I'm going to start out double action. A lot of people don't like the double single action pistols. I kind of grew up on them, so I don't mind them. But that first pull is definitely different than the rest. SIG rates it at 10 pounds. I haven't measured it, but that feels about right. Single action, rated at 4.5. That also feels about right. So I'm almost done the first 100 through the SIG Sauer P229 SAS carry, whichever order you want to transcribe those letters. Here's all the letters for those of you wanting to take notes at home. You can see it's got the SIG Sauer Custom Shop logo on the other side. It is very smooth, very dehorned. It's a beautiful gun. The G10 grips are, I'm a huge fan of the G10 grips, and I love the way SIG Sauer applies them to their pistols. It's about the most comfortable feeling pistol you'll ever hold. 25 line per inch checkering on the front strap completes that, and it really is a beautiful gun to hold and shoot. Handles the recoil of the 357 SIG fantastic. It feels lighter than most 9mm I shoot. Couple of weird things about this gun. When I first took it out of the box, I always field strip a gun and I clean it and I lube it and I just inspect it to make sure it looks good before I bring it out and fire it. One of the things I noticed with this gun, I was just doing some function testing, is that, well, let's see if I can actually make it happen here. The slide didn't always want to come fully into battery if you ease the slide home. So I was curious to see how shooting the gun was going to maybe loosen that up, take care of that issue. Kind of seems like it has. However, what I noticed was, again, the slide didn't come fully into battery when you eased it home. It left about maybe 1/16 of an inch, and you could push it forward with your thumb. What made me notice that was when I was dry firing it. The hammer came forward, and that also brought the slide forward with it. What I've had happen a couple times today is that for some reason the pistol fires around, slide reciprocates, and that hammer follows it back. And again, I can't see what's happening. It's happening too quick. I may be able to slow down my video and see what's happening, but it puts it back into not even double action mode. So it leaves you in a position where your trigger is fully pulled back, but the hammer is forward. So you don't have your normal reset. You have to bring it all the way out to a double action pull, which is fine. You can recover. You can shoot that double action, but that's extremely weird, and it's not supposed to work like that. I have a lot of SIGs. I have a lot of SIG experience shooting them, and I do know that's not how that works. So that's very interesting. I'm going to do a little research. You SIG guys out there, you SIG forum folks, I'd love to see something in the comments maybe that answers this. Meantime, I might reach out to SIG, see if I can get to the bottom of what's going on there. That aside, this thing is a dream to shoot. Accurate as the day is long. It likes the Remington UMC a little bit better than it likes the Lawman. I'm not really surprised by that. Remington UMC is one of my favorite loads to shoot consistently at the range. Found it to be very accurate and very, very consistent. So I'm going to put the last 16, I think it is, through this thing. We're going to call that the first 100. And I'll keep you posted. We'll find out. Start out double action. It's a SIG after all. Last 16 rounds of the first 100. Did it again. The final 6. I'll start out single action this time. Okay. There she is. SIG Sauer P229 Carry, limited edition. SAS, dehorned, SIG anti-snag treatment, G10 grips, SIG light night sights. It's a heck of a little pistol, 3.5 inch barrel. Stay tuned, we'll see what's going on with that bizarre behavior. Otherwise, shoots like a dream.